Have you ever wanted to just drop everything and be someone else for a few hours? I know I have, and I do, because I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying since the summer of 2014. I've put together a list of things that I think would have been helpful for me to know, and things that I think people who are new to the community would like to know as well. So this is going to be Cosplay 101. What it is, what goes into it, how you can start. Now, cosplay, first and foremost, is short for the phrase costume play, and it's pretty much just glorified dress-up. And because of that, you're probably going to want to cosplay someone that you relate to, or at least someone that you like. A character that you've had a very strong connection with since you were little, or just someone that's new and in a new universe that you just really want to be and explore and embody. And it's better if you have one of those things kind of going for you when you try to cosplay this character, because it'll be more fun to actually be them, as well as trying to amalgamate the things that you're going to need to cosplay them. Now, the things that you're going to need to cosplay them, mostly the costumes, but there are other stuff that goes into it. I'm going to go into that. So where I get my costumes are usually from thrift shops and secondhand stores. That's where I get the bases for most of my outfits. And then I take them home and I alter them to the needs of the character. And usually that's taking stuff up or sewing it in a different way, or pinning something to it, or dyeing it a different color, resizing it. And sometimes I just plain am using the fabric to create a completely different piece of attire. And things for specialty items like wigs and makeup that you can't just find at a thrift store or pick up at a normal store like Walmart, I go to Amazon for. And Amazon has a very nice selection of wigs and a lot of different makeups from across the world, as well as just from your own little spot. You're also probably going to want to learn how to sew. You don't have to learn how to sew, but in the long run it's more efficient to learn how to sew, because as you get into cosplay, chances are you're going to find a character who has an extremely elaborate costume, and you can't just find pieces of clothing that you think might fit and alter them. You'll need to make them from scratch. And you don't have to do this. Sometimes you can pay other people to do this for you. There's actually a very large business around this in the cosplay community, but you definitely get more points if you make your own outfits. So I'd suggest learning how to sew. Now, if you don't know how to sew, there are YouTube tutorials, so many YouTube tutorials that you can find and utilize. Now, YouTube tutorials aren't just for sewing. You can use them to learn how to style your wigs for a specific character, or learn how to make props, or even learn how to make some makeups, because YouTube is just that kind of place where you can just search in how to sew a circle skirt, how to use contour, cream contour at that. It'll give you a large array of people who know how to do this, and they will help you learn for yourself, because you are not the first person who've tried to cosplay this character, and you're certainly not going to be the last. So many people have come together and made many videos to help us all out. Now, circle lenses are kind of the icing on the cake. You don't need them, but they're just nice to have, and they look cool. Circle lenses are colored contacts, and I don't have any in right now, but I do have a very large selection of them for myself. I get mine off of Pinky Paradise, and that's an extremely reputable place among the cosplay community. It's very, very used, as well as people who just plain want different cool looking eyes every once in a while. So Pinky Paradise does carry prescription contacts, and in fact all of their contacts come in prescription, all the way from -0 to -10. And it's a very nice place to get your contacts from, because I'm pretty sure that they do ship all over the world, and you can even get different prescriptions for each eye, which I think is really neat. I don't need prescriptions, but if I did, it'd make it a lot easier, because not everywhere does carry prescription lenses. I hope this has at least sparked your interest into the cosplay world, and if it did, I hope the tips and tricks that I have shared with you are helpful, and that you have a wonderful time cosplaying. Thank you.